could they want some more? Constantly combating conversations with connoisseurs. Cognac on deck, I'm on the night shift like the Commodore. 64 system outdated, so give this town applause. The man of dinosaurs, they ain't dictating my future. I love the game, but everybody be rapping like future. Medusa mind state, I turn you to stone when I shoot a verse that will make you disperse. The truth and turn into the truth a long time ago. They don't wanna respect it, don't want to acknowledge the power shift. Ego, they protect it, but I will flow like electric. I'm gonna set this off, no apology. I move metric, them man still moving imperial. My tech, cause I'm moving hectic. Living off the hype, they got no longevity in the game, they got no straps. No longer social in person, they live on social media. So social skills are not working because they live for likes. It's all a make-believe world, but they love living in a bubble. Stay scrolling and reading all the BS you type just for attention. A couple shares or a mention is meaningless, but it's like nobody wanna deal with real life. I spit that real life, say what's on my mind. I will not pander to the climate of the deaf, dumb and blind. Never dumbing down my bars, only realness in the lines. You will only hear the honesty and passion in my rhymes. I'm staying connected cause I perfected my art form. This show I directed, calm and collected, rated, respected, stayed on course and never deflected. Flow like electric, I'm gonna set this off, no apology. I move metric, them man still moving imperial. My tech cause I'm moving hectic.
Welcome to Road Atlanta. Located in Atlanta, Georgia, USA, it was opened back in 1970, quickly becoming a key venue for sports car and endurance racing in North America. It has since hosted events such as IMSA for the famous Petit Le Mans, as well as the SCCA, Global Time Attacks, and much more. Formula 4 has raced at the circuit through the Formula 4 US Championship. The series is designed to develop young drivers making an impression and an important step for those aiming for professional motorsports careers. Road Atlanta is a 2.54 mile or 4 kilometer long circuit, 12 turns, and combining fast sweepers, technical sections, and heavy braking zones. The circuit is famous for its rolling terrain with steep climbs and descents that test driver car skill and setup. There are a lot of overtaking opportunities you can expect. Those are turn 1. It's a fast uphill right-hander where bold drivers can make the outside pass. Good exit is critical here. Turn 6, it's a medium speed corner leading onto the short straight. Drivers often dive down the inside under braking here. And then turn 10, the best overtaking spot on the track. It's the chicane. After the long back straight, drivers brake hard into this tight left-right chicane, making it ideal for bold moves. And then turn 12, the downhill right-hander, a fast, intimidating corner. While drivers overtaking here, it's very risky. Brave drivers can capitalize on mistakes from others. In the world of Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, this will be host to Round 3's Race of Champions 24. After an eventful round in Austria, the championship is swung in the favor of Cody Lawrence in the playoffs, but Andy Rees is catching up. In the Drivers' Championship, Mads Krogsgaard is still gaining behind Lawrence, and as the drivers head to North America, it's a tight week of practice between Mike Van Dorn, Cody Lawrence, and Mads Krogsgaard, as they share the top fastest times. Open Wheels makes its final remark for 2024. So what will we expect our fastest drivers of the year, and what do they have to offer here in the USA? This is Round 3. Formula 4 at Road Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. And it is time for open wheel racing to return back one final time in 2024. It is time for Road Atlanta in Formula 4. And what a race we have for you guys here today. As 11 drivers enter into the fray, only one can call himself the winner. But so many drivers coming into today's race with lots of practice being done, and the championship now being at round 3 of 5, it's really been flipped up over its head after the Austrian Grand Prix, where we have now seen a switch in the title change. It was Krogsgaard who dominated, but now after penalties, it's Cody Lawrence who leads the championship. He also leads it in the Race of Champions playoffs. But not too far behind, it is Andy Massou. Both Andy Massou Racing drivers look to make a big comeback here in today's race. Race of Champions, this is the playoffs. This is where the best of the best come together. This is where you're gonna get the most fantastic racing all throughout the year. This is the spot. And open wheel, Formula 4, this is gonna be absolutely spectacular. With 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to go here in open practice, the drivers are still on track, putting in their last bit of laps before we get this one underway. And we welcome you out here, CMRSC. We are back and underway, racing here. Road Atlanta, when we've seen this, well, we have to look all the way back to February. It was all the way at the ending, the finale of Ferrari Challenge, where we had seen the likes of a three-way tie between Luca Andretti, Daniel Tabiter, and Alfie Bevan, and it's the latter who won the championship. But it was this race that really determined it all. Formula 4, meanwhile, that championship was amazing to watch these drivers go and pick apart their cars. We've seen photo finishes. We've seen dominated drives from different drivers all throughout the calendar, and overall, it was a stellar, fantastic event as the drivers still putting in their last bit of practice. Eyes are going to be on this man here, and I'll tell you why for right now. Cody Lawrence came into Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club while he was very quick in the GT categories. This man is a master at the open wheel class. He may be third position right now, but lap times are lap times at the end of the day. You can go around in circles all you want, but it all comes down to racing. And I'm very excited to see what Cody Lawrence can do behind an open wheel car. He's very quick onto the RSS Formula Hybrids. Let's see what he can do in some Formula 4 machinery. But right now, it's dominated by Andretti. He swept both race wins, and this time, he's looking to bring it all the way back home. So Luca Andretti is looking to get some points on the board after penalties. He was shuffled down the finishing order, so he's got some work to do here today. But if he can sweep once again, 2 races out here today, 2 15 laps featuring here, then we got ourselves a fantastic event. We also have a couple of drivers you just saw behind Andretti passing him. That is DeVille Park, the Jamaican driver. We had seen him very much in that championship, in the Formula 4 European Championship. Of course, we're not in the European side. We are all the way in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States. Now, you may notice that this is called the American Grand Prix, but we still have a chance to see the North American Grand Prix, similar to how you have back in the day in Formula 1, where you had, you know, the Spanish Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix, and then the German Grand Prix, and then when there was another track involved in Germany, it was the European Grand Prix. Same ordeal here, and that is only if we get to see Portland come back through here and check it out. That is what I'm talking about. Cody Lawrence, fastest in free practice right now. And that is what I'm looking at. This race, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be absolutely fantastic. Let's take it over here. I'm your host, Rahul Nasir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, bringing it to you live here at Road Atlanta. This is going to be an awesome event. If you want to get in on the action, join in our Discord. Link is in the description down below. Join it now. Get in on the races. Race of Champions. We qualified all the drivers who had finished top positions throughout all our championships, and now it comes down to the playoffs here. Who is going to take that #1 spot? And sometimes I'll appear at the bottom corner of you guys to see all the action that's going on right in front of us here. That's the wrong way. I meant here. That all the action going on here. All these drivers, as we see Cody Lawrence running out of fuel. That's not what you want to see in the race. As Luca Andretti drifted it around here. This is going to be absolutely incredible. You know, one thing's for sure with Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, every driver loves open wheel. It's something everybody loves. Some people like GT more than others, but a lot of people can say open wheel is where you just come together and you just have a lot of fun. In Formula 4 that we selected all the way back in March to April time, it was honestly the best decision we've made. And bringing back open wheel, it's the first time since 2022 that we had brought it back since the Indy Racing Championship. Granted, the IndyCar Championship really transpired, really transformed CMRSC and showed us what open wheel can be like, but at the same time, you got to remember, there's a lot of drivers who cannot take how quick these cars are sometimes, and there were a lot of fair share of incidents. We saw it all the time. It was the Grand Prix, it was at Texas Motor Speedway, it was at Road America We saw a lot of incidents, but we did see some fantastic racing. And you know what? This time about, we are definitely going to see some high drama, high interesting impacts of what kind of racing can be done. So there are the drivers there sitting firmly in the pit lane now. There you see them. About 11, 12 drivers in there ready to go racing. Half a grid that you'll normally see. I also see Jaden Harrison in chat. Jaden, I did see you vote on the 15 laps. You do have your special livery in the server, your purple livery. So hopefully we'll see you race. If not, enjoy the show. This is going to be fantastic. The great Andretta is back. He was back last week out at Ferrari Challenge, but this time about, we're going to see him in some brand new territory. We had seen him through the GT3 Challenge, GT World Challenge Championship. And we've seen him at Ferrari Challenge, but not F4. A lot of these drivers also in F4. But yeah, with 25 seconds to go, we're going to start our recording now. Let's get in on the action here. Qualifying about to get underway. 10-minute session only. Let's see what these drivers can do out here for the American Grand Prix. It's green light here, qualifying, and the drivers now make their way out the pits. It is time for qualifying here at Road Atlanta for the American Grand Prix. The drivers now hustling out on track. This is only going to be a 10-minute session for these drivers, so very crucial to get some laps down. So as all the drivers make their way onto the main circuit, we can now watch the drivers on the racetrack. And it's Luca Andretta who leads them off. Danny Nasir just behind him there. Here are the two cameras that we're going to be featuring mainly when we're on board. One of them is going to be the rear camera. I will admit the audio level on it is a bit low. I'm not too sure why that's the case. So you're going to hear a lot of the gear shifts. On board, you can definitely hear it a lot louder, as well as when we go off board there. Williams in the chat giving his flowers to Jaden Harrison. Of course, Jaden, you're a spectator now. No worries. But nonetheless, yeah, Jaden Harrison, amazing sim racing driver. Have seen him so many times. Raced against him, had the privilege to in many categories. You can find Jaden racing predominantly at JSRA. Shout out to them. We've done a couple events with them in the past. So, nonetheless, though, let's get in on this qualifying session here. As Luca Andretta, the first one to come across the line. He's flat out around turn 1, and he's heading up the hill. The speed's going to be cut out a little bit, and then it's just a little dab of the brakes, sliding the rear end, and the more you get over that curb, we do notice it's very violent. Just launches the cars 2 wheels in the air, but Andretta's going to still continue to push on here. Flick of the left-hander now. Very easy on the turning inputs as well. The track limits have been reduced quite a bit around here because when we were back at the Red Bull Ring, it was a nightmare for track limits. But over here, we're letting them have free reign, and we're going to see a lot more freedom with all the drivers. So now Luca Andretta entering onto the back straight. We already have 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go, so this is going to be a quick, very quick qualifying session. And already right now getting my water bottle ready as we have yellow flags coming out for Moranti, who's put himself into pits. He's now actually joined into the server, so I don't think he has too much of practice. But meanwhile, Luca Andretta, as we watch him now, he takes the final chicane. Pretty good. Oh, actually, it's a lot over the grass there. Took a little too much curb than he would have wanted to. It's going to slow down his time. Nonetheless, though, this lap should count. And crossing the line, it's going to be a 1:28.42 for the drivers to take on. Krogsgaard behind him is going to come across. It's a 9.83, 1:29.83. Danny Nasir with a 1:23.340. There we see Cody Lawrence. Now next to come across the line is DeVille Park. Goes up for a 1:24. Andy Reeves with a 1:21. Cody Lawrence with a 1:20.876. Look at the difference between those two drivers there. As Luca Andretta, as he's 2/10 quicker, been a little more than he could chew, finds himself off the track, and he's going to take that one back into the pits. Meanwhile, we already have our qualifying battle. hot on our heels here. Fresh off the press, it's going to be Lawrence and Andretti who may be the ones duking it out. But take a look behind them. Krogsgaard is still up there fighting for the top spot. It's a 9-8-3. So 31 thousandths of a second as Moranti finds himself off the road there, trying to return himself back onto the track. Meanwhile, we look at Krogsgaard there. He's found purple in the middle sector. He's not been quick in the first. Oliver now, P5 for him. Now here we go, on board with Mads, the Danish driver, now ready to come across the line. And he does so, and it's not going to be much improvement from him. Supposed to all the drivers against him on the leaderboard. Here comes Lawrence. A little sip of my water here as Cody Lawrence will come around the kink here to come across the line, and it's going to be about just almost a second off, so definitely a preparation lap from him. And Luca Andretti, obviously, he took his car to the pits, so now he's going to come back out as Webster now goes up into 6th position. There is Oliver as well. Actually, we just saw Van Dorn just improve a time there. So now top 5 for the Dutchman. And Krogsgaard, take a look at this. He is very quick in the first sector. Halfway down the back straight, we're going to be seeing the second sector. So there's not much Krogsgaard can do other than to keep the wheel as straight as possible. And this could be a good lap that puts him on provisional pole as it stands. Here we go, cross the second sector, and there you see, purple has gotten to green. Somebody on the track has taken over the first sector, and it's Luca Andretti. Cody Lawrence has also found himself matching his time, the best time, I will say. But Krogsgaard is going to be the first driver we watch. He's improved a lot. This could be provisional pole as he comes across the line, hop over the curb, and yes, it is. It's a 125.23. Takes it right to the pits. Next up across the line, it's Cody Lawrence. Cody now, very aggressive over the curbs, very aggressive on the exit curb. Now racing to the line, down the hill, flat out through here. Can Cody Lawrence take down Krogsgaard across the line? And no, he cannot. And one more driver to go. Here comes Andretti. Luca Andretti might have the chance of the slipstream just over the hill. Might be a little bit too far there. I think that's Van Dorn. Luca Andretti nonetheless, the Swiss Superman across the line now. And it's not going to be provisional pole, but look how close the time is. 32 thousandths of a second. And the top 3 has really been split up now. Krogsgaard, a 10th as he slides it. But remember, he just came out of the pits as trouble for Webster. He's facing the wrong way on track. And he's just about going to get his car going. He's not going to come into the pits. I would definitely recommend he does, just for the sake of his tires. Get some fresh tires on them, on that car there. But an exciting qualifying so far. We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Here comes Oliver now across the line. And still P6. Moranti stops his car on pits entry. Yes, he's going to take that car straight to the pits. Krogsgaard as well. He's not finding any improvement. Meanwhile, we can watch Andretti now. Actually, we'll take a look at Cody Lawrence for the moment. Here comes Cody Lawrence as he comes down the hill into the kink across the line. And he's actually going to go provisional pole out of nowhere. Cody Lawrence with a 124.63. Attention now on Luca Andretti. Let's see what this young man can do. Luca Andretti now, he's got a little bit of pressure on him. Actually, he's on his out lap, so we're not going to watch him for the moment. Same with Mads. Cody Lawrence, however, takes a barnstormer in the 3rd sector. Hops over the gravel a little too much more than he can chew. He's going to take that car straight to pits. No, he's ran out of fuel. That's how much these drivers are pushing out here. Absolutely incredible. Meanwhile, here comes Cody Lawrence, here comes Andretti, here comes Krogsgaard as Cody Lawrence holds on to provisional pole. 2 minutes left to go, and we're watching Luca Andretti as he now comes across the line. We're going to see what this man can do. As you also see, actually, let's take a look at Krogsgaard real quick as he's going to come across the line. This should be the beginning of his brand new lap here. This last lap should not be anything quick at all. So let's go on board with Luca Andretti. It's going to spit him out. Yep, just watched it there. These drivers are being very, very daring over that curb. What's up, Marlon Young? Really wish we could see you in Race of Champions. You're our qualifier out here. I know we're definitely going to see you in the future. But let's see what your teammate can do, Martin Webster. He currently sits in P7. Here comes Andretta, though, nonetheless. As we watch him now entering onto the back straight. Very crucial to get the perfect entry correct. And getting onto the back straight. So nothing much you can do. Once again, you're kind of just a sitting duck as you just push the throttle all the way down and you just race all the way through the back straight. Meanwhile, here comes Andy Rees. Meanwhile, the Danish driver is going to come across the line. Does not look like there's going to be any improvement on this lap. There's not. Meanwhile, we're going to watch Andretta. Very good apexes through the final chicane complex. They use that as a little drift zone when they do Formula Drift around here at Road Atlanta. Luca Andretta comes across the line now, and he is not going to improve. It's 4/10. That might have been a preparation lap from him. Oh, but Cody Lawrence, I don't know if he was quick that lap, but he definitely threw it away across the curbing there. Across the line nonetheless, though. 4/10 off, so same position. 20.917. 20 seconds to go, folks. And take a look at this. Here comes Cody Lawrence. He's improved. He has improved. Yes. In the first sector he has. Second sector maybe a bit off. He might be matching his first. But across the line now. Can he find improvement? No, he cannot. He runs out of fuel. That's his qualifying done with. He found purple in the third. Krogsgaard 3/10 down in the first. Meanwhile, Andretta, he's quicker. Luca Andretta with one final chance at glory. As we watch him, we'll take a look at Rees' final lap here as he comes around the final chicane here. This is really building up to potentially be such an amazing race. 2 15-lap races you do not want to miss. Andy Rees, though, with his final lap across the line now, is going to stay P4. Eyes are on the Swiss Superman now. Can he take down Cody Lawrence, the Swiss Superman, across the line? Can he do it? No, he cannot. It's a 541, 125.41. Can't even take down P2. Cody Lawrence has found himself on provisional pole. We still have the likes, a couple more drivers left to go. Here comes Dylan Moranti across the line, and nothing can be done. It's Cody Lawrence on pole position now. What a race. I should say, what a qualifying session. So let's go congratulate our top drivers here.
Score.
All right, congratulations to your top 3 there. It's Cody Lawrence, it's Mads Krogsgaard, and it's Luca Andretta. I muted the chat there for qualifying there for the moment, but I will have the chat on and off. Just keep in mind, guys, that we are always live, so please be wary about the language that you use over the comms. Nonetheless, though, we have a minute left before we get racing. It's going to be 2 15-lap races. The top 5 of qualifying will be reversed for race 2. So Cody will start in last, Mads will start in 4th, Luca will start 3rd, Andy will start 2nd, Van Dorn will start on pole for race 2. 50 seconds left to go. You'll have a bit of time on the grid to get ready and go racing. Hope you guys have a good one. That was a great qualifying as well.
Good luck.
Hello, Rahul.
What's up? What's up, Dylan? So, as all the drivers are gonna get ready now for this race, it's Cody Lawrence who takes pole position here for the North American Grand Prix here at Road Atlanta. What a qualifying it was. Cannot wait to see how racing action turns out here today at Road Atlanta. And that is going to do it for our recording there of qualifying. So as the drivers all get onto the grid now, it's time we go racing. Race 1 now. The wait is finally over. It's time to get this one underway. Here we go. It's race day, and it's time for the American Grand Prix here at Road Atlanta. So the drivers have set their qualifying times on the board, and it's now time we get racing underway. We take a look at those qualifying results. After an amazing qualifying session, Cody Lawrence took pole position, followed by Krogsgaard, 61 thousandths of a second. You can't get closer than that, honestly. Mads will take P2, followed by Luca and Dretta. Then the order goes like this. It's Andy Rees, Mike Van Dorn, Dylan Moranti, Oliver Bloch, Martin Webster, Danny Nasir, Anderson Baiano, and DeVille Park will round out your grid. So the drivers have done everything that it takes now to put their qualifying session in. The time for talk is over and racing is about to get underway. The drivers will see the lights appear at the top of their screen, and once all 5 lights go out, racing will get underway. So 15 laps are on the board. And let's get this one truly underway. So the drivers now all ready, all set for this moment right here. This is it. Race 1 of 2 here at Road Atlanta. Let's count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights here at Road Atlanta, and we are gonna go racing. And let's quickly put my car into the pits, and let's get this one underway as we have the top drivers now heading into one. It's Cody Lawrence who takes the lead, followed by Luca and Dretta. As they all head up the hill, now we're gonna follow them heading into the chicane. And they all look pretty clean as they all start to say single file now, as Anderson Baiano overtaking Danny Nasir on the corner exit there, as all of them start to snake on. And you look in the background there, you see all the drivers start to keep up with each other. We had one driver off the track there momentarily. It was Moranti. So let this one get underway here. As, oh, lock up there for Andy Rees has found himself off the track.
Right downshifting. Alright, I'll definitely.
So Cody Lawrence already saying that's what you get for shifting down in the wrong place, but take a look at this. Luca and Dretta and Cody Lawrence side by side for the lead, and Cody Lawrence is gonna have to take down that position, but they're still gonna try to fight on. Luca and Dretta, though, is gonna lock up and take the lead here at Road Atlanta. Krogsgaard just behind Cody Lawrence. The top 3 drivers so quick all week long as they cross over the start-finish line.
Oh yeah, Cody, you definitely got that arrow set up.
And look how much speed Lawrence is taking. Cody knows that he got the speed, but he runs off the track. Can he recover? Just about. Where's Van Dorn just behind him? Oh, hard on the brakes. Has to alleviate off the track. And so much action starting now. Luca and Dretta already claiming that's a Monza spec. Oh, but Cody Lawrence trouble. Slides off the track once again.
Oversteer?
Lots of positions altered here as Oliver Bloch also runs down the positions. Meanwhile, Andretta starting to be reeled in by Krogsgaard. Now the Danish driver has a chance here at Andretta. Looks like Luca Andretta may be going for his setup. It turns out more just speed in the corners. But the likes of Krogsgaard and Lawrence, as Lawrence now falls behind Moranti. His fellow American driver is going to quickly get him past now. Oh, but contact is made! Can he save it on the track? Ah, just about!
I did not think I was that close, I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Gets it going. Danny Nasir also off the track! Danny Nasir looks like he lost it on his own there.
Yeah, I lost 7 spots that lap, thanks. That was...
Cody Lawrence
worst lap.
has gone from bad to worse in only 3 laps. He still has the reverse race to flip now, but remember, both races count for points. Oh, in trouble. Moranti's off. He's facing the wrong way on track. Virtual safety car deployed. Virtual safety car deployed. So, Luca, just slow down your pace until you can get all the drivers, or at least a couple of them bunched up behind you. And I'll let you know when you can get up to speed. Max pace for you would be 100 kilometers. So, first caution is out for the day. Morante finding himself facing the wrong way up the hill. And I think that was right that we pulled out the caution there early on for that. That could have been very nasty up the hill. That's a blinder.
Can you get under VSC?
Yes, you can.
What happened? What's going on? What's going on?
So we had a car, or just facing the wrong way at a blind spot at the track where nobody could see him.
Sorry. Okay.
Cody, either that was netcode or I just went
No,
brain dead
you-
and didn't realize how close I was.
Yeah, you hooked me in the left rear. I was literally on the
I
right
know I
line.
touched your left rear, but I don't know if it was netcode or actual contact. I'll have to go back and watch it.
So that's your team
No,
radio
no,
there.
You just got me straight in the left rear. Like, I literally had my wheel straight and everything.
Yeah, I know. It was my fault. I'm just saying, I don't know if I got too close.
We'll be going green on the next lap. However, pits are open. Pits are open. We are going green on the next lap.
Why not this lap? Everybody's bunched up.
Guys.
We're gonna leave it for just one more lap. We'll just leave it for one more lap.
Nah, you're giving a guys free
Did
pass
not-
and pit there, man.
We were
Yeah,
waiting
it
for
would be a
everybody to
free
bunch
stop.
up.
Yeah, everybody's bunched up. You're giving guys free pass and pit there. Then everybody pits. Then the race is not interested anymore.
Not at all. I wouldn't say so. There's a lot of action going on track.
Everyone's flooding into pits.
It's the only logical strategy, though.
Yeah.
Really. At least give me.
So, as all the drivers come in, this is what we've seen in the Formula 4 European Championship. The likes of when the first caution comes out, this is exactly what could happen. And drivers are in pits, so you know what? This is a race out of it. As drivers are coming out, oh, Danny Nasir also coming in. So here we go. Who is going to be the first to come out? Here comes Van Dorn. This is going to be very close. Krogsgaard looks like he's taking the lead, followed by Owens Trouble on pit exit.
Exit, crashing pit exit, crashing pit exit. Crashing
Yeah,
pit
we've
exit.
seen it. Yeah, we've seen it. We'll let you know what the order was on pit exit, but that is not the fault of you top three coming out. You guys came out at the same time, and
go back in front.
yes, you are. So the order is the top three. What I saw, it was Mads first, and then Van Dorn in second. So you guys can put yourself back up to order.
I'm going to be off on the... might want to wait till after the fast speed here. Let's wait after high speed. Wait after high speed. Wait after high speed.
So 100 kilometers max, 100 max, 100 max. Remember to let through of the drivers. I'll let you know now the positions of what they are. So, huge drama coming out the
Should
pit
have
road.
slammed on the clutch.
I want to get some heat in the tires.
So relatively every driver is in the correct position. So just get ready to get underway racing here. I will let you guys know when you can stop weaving. But for now, you can keep those tires warm up. I'll let you know when that's stopped to get ready. Anderson, I did see you just run off the track there. Just get your spot quickly, but that's a last warning. If you guys are going to warm up your tires and you take yourself out, you got to go to the back of the field. But Anderson, I'll let you back your spot. So look at the drivers all weaving. No Kimi Räikkönen impressions. There'll be no more weaving, no more weaving. Single file, single file. So start to close up to the car ahead. Let's have a good restart here. I will let you know when we go racing. It'll be signified by me. So 100 max, 100 max. Here we go as the drivers now come back around. Single file, Martin. Single file, Martin. Green flag, green flag. Back underway, racing here again. Road Atlanta, we're back here.
A little bit of premature
And we
gas before
already
that.
have a big pileup.
Sign.
Almost a pileup,
And you
three
got
wide
inside
into
on
one. That may not be safe there, but they actually do come out clean. So we take a look at the front guys specifically. Krogsgaard in the lead, followed by Van Dorn, and then it is Andretti Danny Nasir as he falls down the order. I think that's just our leaderboard making an issue there. But take a look at as our drone gets caught up in all the trees. There you can see Cody Lawrence really trying to make some moves on this restart here. He's found himself on the rear. I believe that is side by side with Luca Andretti there. Two really quick drivers in this race. Heading into the braking zone now. So far, It's been a decent restart from the drivers as some little bit of squabble down here as Danny Nasir goes side by side with Andy Rees and he's going to get a slipstream boxed in from Moranti. Nowhere for Nasir to go. He's at the lift. He has to lift. Yes, he does.
Slipstream not doing anything back here.
Incredible racing from all these drivers. So, back up to the leader now. Krogsgaard's in heavy trouble now from Van Dorn. And, oh, take a look at this. Van Dorn is going to try for the move. Going to go around the outside here. Can he stick it? This is very risky. Here we go. We saw Lawrence try it. It didn't work, but the Dutchman will. Van Dorn goes straight to the lead. What a move from him around the outside. Krogsgaard hitting the curb in the wrong angle. Luca Andretti with a chance now. That might be moving the race there from the Dutchman. Dutch drivers in open wheel. They're always so talented, aren't they? And Van Dorn is going to prove that one. What a move for the lead. But this race is far from over. Lap 6 of 15. So, over the curb now as they head on to the back straight once again. Moranti has found himself the only driver outside of this straight here. Outside of all the drivers backed up on the straight. Meanwhile, here we go. Fight for the lead now. Van Dorn covers the inside prematurely. This is technically a corner, so you can dart to the outside now. Door-to-door contact is made.
He's gonna hold it there. He's holding it left.
And left. Van Dorn, trouble. He damaged his. He damaged the steering. Van Dorn's out. Van Dorn is out of this race. Can he get it limped to the pits? He's out of harm's way. Can he get it turned? Just about. Van Dorn's gonna have to take that car straight to the pits. Here comes Andretti. Side by side with Mads. And Luca takes back the lead.
Oh my God.
Sliding on rear end. Krogsgaard back on it. Around the inside. Can they hold it? Contact is made. Contact made between them.
That would have never
Top
worked
3
out.
drivers almost
Trying to
together.
give up time from that. It's the only way I can get there safely.
All of them out the way.
Oh my God.
And
Watch how you're coming back in the
going
track,
now.
Bro, what is that?
Meanwhile,
What is that?
here comes Webster coming up to the lead.
Danny!
Yeah, you
That's
can't
not
get
the
the
race safe with
that.
That's all an unsafe return to the track.
The outside! I'm rejoining safely. Sorry, you're going to the outside of the
Ladies,
track.
ladies.
All right, well, let's continue racing. All these rejoins we're gonna look at after the race like we do. Let's keep our head down. It's lap 7 of 15. We still got one more race. Meanwhile, this race continues to be flipped on its head here because now Webster has a chance now at P2, P3, side by side with Andy Rees now.
No problem. No, chill.
But you saw it there for yourself. Hard side by side racing. Luca Andretti and Krogsgaard, and both of them blow up in this race. And it's now allowed the likes of Webster and Rees to go through, especially for Cody Lawrence, in a perfect case scenario for this championship. This is the hard racing and so many risks these drivers are willing to do. Absolute cinema indeed. I can't even call it carnage. These drivers are pushing their limits. Andretti now looking for the top 5. Looks against Danny Nasir. Swiss Superman now really closed up the gap, and Danny Nasir has got himself a trolley train, if you know what that is in the open wheel world of Formula 1. Webster, trouble! Oh, he's lost it! Cannot reverse onto track. I think he knows that, and he gets it going. He's facing the right way, too, so he's good. Here comes Luca Andretti, though, onto the inside. Dives it down in there, gets the move done. Danny Nasir losing one position, may lose another. Oliver, smart to back out of that move, but Andretti up to 4th. Meanwhile, I think it looks like Webster really just threw away a move there. He had the podium to himself. He may have lost it on corner exit. Formula 4, I will say, look at the front wing yourself. You'll know that these are just wooden planks at the front. They barely produce any sort of downforce going into some of these corners. So these drivers got to know. Meanwhile, dive bomb there from DeVille Park. As Van Dorn tries to go through, he's a lap down, so he has to let through these drivers behind him. Very tight there as All of them looks like they're going to be able to go through safe and sound. Still side by side, though. Van Dorn, though, needs a yellow flag, needs a caution. Oh, in trouble there. DeVille off the track. Can he save it? Oh, it's hard into the wall. And he gets it going. Luckily, there's no cars around him. Meanwhile, we look back up to the lead. Hold on for a moment, though. We actually have another closer battle. Danny runs wide. Oh, he hits the wall, I think. Oh, in trouble.
Oh, whoa,
All right, yellow flag, yellow flag. Virtual safety car deployed. Virtual safety car deployed. So, Cody, reduce that pace down. Let's catch up to the drivers. Up ahead.
That was spoopy.
Danny Nasir gets collected. Even, I think Webster. Yeah, Webster got collected. The incident.
Yeah, spare change of pants to that.
We have two drivers. Two drivers off there. Webster.
I imagine before
has his axle absolutely destroyed. Danny Nasir gets eclipses Danny Nasir.
Going into the final corners.
Okay.
Absolute drama here for the first race.
Okay, I'm reducing. I'll reduce down to 100 here.
All right, Van Dorn, you can overtake the cars ahead. You can overtake the cars ahead. You're a lap down.
Go on the inside of me, Mike.
Yeah, I'll hold up on the left on the pit.
This race is absolutely insane.
All right, I'm 100 km.
You got to think about it now. Is this open wheel that's causing this? Or is this just how close all these drivers are on pace?
Hello, Luca.
Hello.
Wow. What a race this is turning out to be.
It's fancy.
You want us to get the entire queue together?
Thank you.
You want us to wait till we get everyone together?
No, but between me and Mags, that was both of our faults, honestly.
And you hear the drivers kind of debriefing.
I should have backed out, but he should have backed out as well.
Yeah, but yeah, you both came in identically into the apex. It was very hard to tell.
Yeah.
Still
Honestly,
holding
though,
about 100.
you guys are racing hard. You had a very good race between you guys up until that point. It's honestly no fault between you guys, but if you want, we'll stick around after the race and we'll look at it to truly see what happened there. But from our side, it really just looked like some hard racing. And overall, guys, it's fantastic racing. So have a bit of a...
You going green this lap?
No, we don't. We're just going to wait for Van Dorn to catch up. Pits are open, of course, so you guys are free to come in.
Slow down if you want. I can hold it to like 80 or 90.
I know the drivers who already had to come into pits for damages. This applies to them already, but these cars are very sensitive. The axle can break so easily. Any little tap onto the wall, even some car contact, it's really going to damage the axle. So you just got to be very wary, especially going side by side. I've seen already 2-3 incidents happening because drivers getting a bit too close on each other. I don't know if it's net code. I'm not too sure what that is. Overall, though, just keep that in mind, guys. If you're going to go side by side, just know that potentially if you go a little too close, AC physics is going to just launch you.
Or something.
I forgot about AC physics. When I read Cody, so
the crash with Mads I had, I didn't get any damage. I don't know what happened.
Got a tiny bit, but that's it.
Yeah, I didn't get anything. It's so weird.
We
Holding
intersected
70
in the pit lane.
hey, top four. Hey, top four. I think you guys are running a bit low on fuel. You should really go top off.
Yes. Come on, guys.
So the next lap we will go green. Not this lap, but the next lap.
Okay, I'll speed up then. I thought maybe we were going to go this time, so I tried to slow down. Okay, back to 100 kph.
Correct.
100.
I almost put a Lance Stroll and spun out there. That would have been embarrassing.
I think Ericsson hit us.
I can go. Never mind.
Alright, let's give each other maybe some space to warm the tires so we don't do a funny.
So race direction, hard at work right now.
I remember doing the Road Atlanta 6-hour race here. I'm not gonna say the league because this is so stupid, but under safety car, some guy just crashed into the safety car and built a pileup.
Was that on AC? I assume.
Yes, it was on AC. It was a 6-hour race on Road Atlanta. We were running I don't know. I think DPs, Daytona prototypes. I think that's what the car class.
Oh, you're running prototypes here?
Yes.
Oh God.
it was very fun, I must say, with
There
with the
is-
GT3 traffic.
Danny Nasir.
Yeah.
So just
You want me to back up for Danny to catch up?
Yep, that's up to you if you want to reduce it down a little bit. Just
Okay.
obviously you're not
Down to
slamming the
80.
brakes.
Down to 80. Sorry.
No worries. Just want to let you guys know, for the last 2 laps, if there is an incident, we're just going to let it go, because if we do call a caution on the second to last lap, I mean, this thing's going to end under caution. So we're going to let you guys race once we get to lap 14 to 15. As in,
Basically,
no
I'm-
cautions. So anything goes.
Free to
man.
dump the leaders.
Well, if you want to get a nice penalty,
Well,
works on
you know,
me.
I'm not here that much anyway.
Hey, that's no excuse.
Chaos. Chaos reigns. Okay, I'm trying to hold about 80. I might be going a little slower. Just trying to make sure we get everyone in the queue.
Yep, that's good. We have Danny coming around the final corner onto the back straight now, so he should be catching up. You can put it back up to 100 kilometers now, and we're going to stop the weaving. So no more weaving, guys. This race is coming to the end here. This is only 1 of 2. So still some good racing to go, but remember, we're coming to the end of it, so let's try to keep this one as clean as possible. Let's have fun out there. Keep an ear out for my call. Here we go.
There's somebody still coming around in the back. Who's that?
It's Webster. He's over a lap down. Here we go. Just waiting for all the drivers, and green flag, green flag. Here we go. Back underway racing again. It's already gone 2 by 2. Look at them snaking. This doesn't look good into turn 1. Already looks like there was contact there onto the inside there just before they got onto the straight. Andy Rees, P2, and Andretta third. But it's Cody Lawrence who holds the lead. So looking pretty good from the start now as they restart into this race here on board with Moranti. And they hop over the curb there, and Moranti spins it! Ah, hits the wall hard. Can he
Sorry about that.
stay off the track? He can, so it's gonna stay green. Side by side in the background there. Danny Nasir gets a move on Oliver Bloch. Moranti takes it straight to the pits, so yeah, we don't need a yellow for that one. Trying to keep this one going, but a great exit there from Rees.
Oh, my fault, Daddy.
Side by side, and as it stands right now, Andy Rees is taking the lead, but Luca and Andretta in the slipstream. Don't tell me he's gonna make it 3 wide out here as they head into the chicane. Luca and Andretta, pick your poison. Who do you want to follow into this complex? Rees locks up deep. Cody Lawrence switchback of drains potentially. Oh my goodness, what incredible racing. But Luca Andretta tries to find the inside, pushes Rees out wide just for the moment there. Cody Lawrence holds on to the lead, lap 13 of 15. Heading into 1. And oh, Andy Rees runs off the track. Can he save it? Just about. I think Van Dorn just noticed it and dives it straight up a position. That's a great move there. And Van Dorn is back up at the podium. Meanwhile, Baiano trouble. Gets it going just about. And yeah, we can continue this one, keep it green. Meanwhile, we started with Andretta and Cody from the grid slots, and it looks like we might end it with these two. 13 of 15. This is it. Here we go. As soon as they cross over the start-finish line, there'll be no more cautions from that point on. We can only hope that these drivers are gonna be way better in race 2. But to be honest, this has been some hard racing between all these guys, and it all comes down to this. The top 4 drivers, top 4 of them, all race the champion driver playoffs. They all qualified. They all won a championship. Lawrence in GT4, Luca GT3, Van Dorn in LMP2, and Rees in the IMSA Vintage. 4 drivers, so much skill, and we're gonna get the party started. All right, from this point on, there'll be no more cautions. Race to the end. Side by side, but a contact there from Rees and Van Dorn.
At the curb.
Playing nice with each other as they head into 1. Van Dorn is going to take it onto the grass. I think if he just keeps his car straightened out, it's going to be a little dirt on the tires, but it'll be right back on swell. He's going to have to take a lot more cutting off the track. And he does, and he's gonna lose a position to Krogsgard, who's also fighting in this championship. Back up to the front too. Andretta, Lawrence. Who's gonna be the main one on top of this battle? Who's gonna win this race? If you love gambling, these two drivers and their odds are all positive because we don't know who's gonna win. Who is the favorite to win this race? Both of them are oh so quick. Here we go. This is it. They're coming up to the final lap of race 1. And this one is gonna be absolutely mental. Here comes Andretta in the slipstream. Does he go for the move now or does he wait? Looks to the outside, switches it to the inside. Does the dummy die side by side, dives it down in? Can he hold on? Bit of contact. Cody Lawrence is not gonna hold on. Was there
was at fault there?
Was there contact between the two? It might have been, but whose fault was it? Cody Lawrence drops down from 1st to 5th position. Last lap here. And so much drama. The drama continues. Oh, but trouble. Who's that up out of the road? Smoke. It's Andy Rees. Andy Rees was in 2nd position, losing it himself. And now the fight for P2 is on. Looks like Luke Andretta's booked it out of here. Who made the contact? What happened between Cody Lawrence and Luke Andretta? I don't know. This is why we wish we had replay cameras in Assetto Corsa. But final lap here in this first race. We still got one to go. Onto the back straight now. Anything and everything can very much happen between these drivers. Van Dorn,
wrong brake.
Krogsgard,
all this time.
And Lawrence.
I just noticed. It was for the other setup. Hell no.
Who's gonna take it? Here we go. Krogsgard in the slipstream. Gonna go to the inside for the final time. Fight for the podium. Here we go. Dive down the inside. Matt takes way too much. Cody Lawrence switches it side by side. Andretta's gonna come around. Luke Andretta wins race 1. Van Dorn 2nd. Side by side. Cody Lawrence is gonna take 3rd. Oh my God. What a race. What a race. What a race that was! Oh my God! So close racing to the very end, to the checkered flag.
Well done, Luca.
Krogsgard is 4th, Andretta 5th, Blotchin 6th, Baiano 7th, Danny Nasir will take 8th, DeVille will take 9th, Webster will take 10th and 11th. A DNF? No, yes, it is. Dylan Moranti, my God.
I tried to give you the room. I'm going to have to look at it on the replay. From my side, I thought I gave you enough room.
I was literally on the curb. I was on the curb turning down. There was literally nothing I could have done. I swear to God, there's nothing I could have done.
Yeah, 1,000% we're going to look at it. But nonetheless, though, there's nothing we can do now. It's something we just got to look at in more detail as a group together and figure out as a community what happened. There's a couple incidents that we will do that, but we're going to get through this one. You know, with as best communication as possible for that first run, for the first race 1. Nonetheless, though, I think overall that was still a great event there. That was a great race. Van Dorn, thank you for the message there. I'll read it. If you want to add anything more, I'll let you do so. But nonetheless, though, that was still a very hectic race. And we're going to start off our top 3 now, starting off quickly now. What a race here. Cody Lawrence, you take 3rd position. A hectic fight for the race win. So much drama going up and down the field, but you managed to get yourself in 3rd place. We still got to figure out what happened at that incident on the last lap, or the second to last lap there, but nonetheless, it's 3rd position as it stands unofficially. Cody Lawrence, how was that race for you?
Yeah, just straight hectic. I mean, I've never been treated more.
We're gonna look at the replays after the race
before, so that was fun. Yeah, still missing consistency in the race pace, so I'll try to figure out in the second one, and hopefully we get a longer green flag run. Maybe I can figure out something with the car by then. So, yeah, just time to get in race 2, see what I can do.
Good luck in it. You are going to be starting towards the rear of the top 5, so let's see what you can do there. In the 2nd place, Mike Van Dorn does not have a mic, but I'll let you know what he said. To be honest, no clue how I got P2 here. This car has a bad hitbox. That's why there was contact with Mads. Broke my car. Then somehow got lucky with the VSC. So yeah, very lucky to be in this position. Did have a great move around turn 1. That was nice indeed. I think that's the best move of this race. That turn 1 outside pass for the lead. A great race between yourself and him. But yeah. And then our race winner here for the first race of 2, Luca and Tretta. Luca, you're another driver that has seen all the parts of this grid from the front to the back and everything in between. But after a hard fight, you take the top step. Was there contact between yourself and Lawrence? Was it netcode? We don't know as it stands right now, but we're going to see it as it is. And you're the man that is finished in first place. How was that one for you?
Interesting. Lots of ups, lots of downs in those 15 laps. Yeah, I mean, I had the incident with Mads where we were just racing hard and side by side into T3. I mean, it is just a deadly corner. I tried to give him enough room so he could just hop on the curb. But it's just such a tight section up there, and overall this track to overtake, it's quite tight, like the window. You can only kind of get side by side on the straights, and then you just have to hope. And overall, the incident with Cody at the end, I thought I gave him enough room to use the curb as like the track limits, kind of. I mean, it works for the first corner. That was the line I had. But I thought he was gonna take that outside line, well, inside line for the next corner, and it didn't seem to work out as expected. I mean, I don't know what exactly happened. I only saw it from my perspective of view. But yeah, overall quite hectic race, as you said. And yeah, it doesn't really feel like a win after that with Cody, so yeah.
Well, both of you are definitely going to have another race to duke it out. More than likely, you're going to see each other in this one battling at some point. So best of luck to you. Good luck in race 2. Congratulations on race 1.
Thanks.
Is it reverse grid now?
It's the top 5 reversed from qualifying order.
Don't forget
Oh.
your pit setups if you need to do it.
Yep. Do remember, it's also the same rules
Anderson?
as the last time. Mandatory pit stop, tire change.
Every time I got going in last race, I just ended up ruining it and wrecking the car.
So here are the drivers now.
Yeah, you're right.
On for race 2. That was a great race 1, and we're gonna get ready now for the second one here for the American Grand Prix Formula 4 racing here for Race of Champions. And there's another recording there for us there that you'll find live on our YouTube channel in a highlights package done by yours truly. But I'm gonna be calm here. I am gonna be as calm as possible here as before we get this one underway. But here we go. Race 2 about to get underway now. Stay tuned. Top 5 are reversed from qualifying results. This one is going to be absolutely hectic yet awesome. Here we go. With the top 5 in qualifying reversed, it's Van Dorn on pole, Rees in second, Andretta third, Krogsgaard fourth, Lawrence fifth, Moranti 6th, Blotch 7, Webster 8, Nasir 9, Baiano 10th, and DeVille Park in 11th. This is it. Race 2. About to get underway. This is, here we go, the reverse grid, race 2. It's time we get underway. 5 lights on the board, and we go racing. A horrible start there for one of the Andy Masu Racing drivers, and they go 2 by 2, heading into 1. It's Van Dorn in the lead, followed by Andretta as they head up the hill. Let's try to get them on track now. Let's put that car into the pits. Let's not miss a single bit of action. Here we go. And there we go. We found it on perfect time there. Mads. Luca Andretta and Van Dorn side by side. But it's contact with Andy Masu's drivers. Mads there, as well as Moranti, 3 drivers off. Side by side in the background there, here is Cody Lawrence and Van Dorn. Top 3 together. And oh, it's trouble! Van Dorn slides off the track. Needs to have a safe entry back on and looks like he's got it going. Goes down from pole to 6th. Oh, and DeVille loses it by himself as well. Every driver making a mistake in the same section of the track. Nonetheless, though, side by side, Nasir Baiano, remember their battle back at the Red Bull Ring. So close together, and it's Nasir who's going to take the position. So let's get racing underway truly. Here we go, and the top 3 started to separate each other, and something we did not see in race 1. Everybody was so close. Van Dorn, though, heads into the pits early on. I don't know if there's damage on his car. I think he's just going in for an early stop to undercut the field. Oh, into the grass too much. Oliver Blotches over the curb, gets back going. And Andy Rees, more trouble for him. He faces the wrong way. Gets it going, and he's got a lot of space to get back on. Pit lane is busy. A lot of drivers have come in early for stops on the first lap. Honestly, it's a great gamble. If there's a caution, they'll be right back up the field. Oh, and Baiano loses the back end. A lot of these drivers, they have set their cars up in a way that the back end just rotates way too much under slow speed corners. It's such a high speed track. But this is your leader, Andretta. So behind him, 1.7 is Cody Lawrence. And this race, after lap 1, has really calmed down just like that. But there is still some battles on track. Van Dorn, Webster, as Andretta puts the fastest lap of the race. On the back straight, there you see P8, P9. Incidents in the first race, 1000% are going to be looked at after this one, that's for sure. But one thing is for sure, we are underway, and this is a great race. Oh, in trouble for the man in 3rd position, Oliver Bloch. We saw him in the last race make a mistake by his lone self, and he's done it again, I believe. Oliver Bloch off the track, and he's gone for the podium to 5th position, and now Danny Nasir will have a taste at glory. He's up to 3rd. Anything and everything can happen in this race. And there you see Van Dorn as he's hustling now this Formula 4 car. He's trying to push, trying to catch up to the Guyanese, Martin Webster. And he's got a very good run. He's starting to feel himself under the car. And he's starting to get going. We're going to see what he can do. Turning in, double right-hander. Hard onto the brakes, braking in a straight line. Don't want to be shifting and turning. That's going to upset the car way too much. Webster trying to break the slipstream for dear life. Can't go back to the inside there. One move there, Webster. As soon as you get to the kink, that's just up here, then he can make a move, but they're side by side nonetheless. And Van Dorn, still side by side. He's just about able to stay up ahead, but is Webster gonna be daring on the brakes? He is not, and Van Dorn is gonna go up into 7th position. Meanwhile, the gap for the lead has gone down just about a 10th. So here we go, we look back at our battle for the lead, and Cody Lawrence is slowly but surely starting to reel in Luca Andretta, the almighty Swiss Superman, versus an all-timer open wheeler. A very quick open wheel driver, knows the ins and outs of it, Cody Lawrence. Into the braking zone, through the chicane. Remember last race, they made contact towards the end of it. As it stands right now, take a look at that track map. In the first race, everybody was so close together, but now it really feels like this race is just back to normal. Take a look at those lap times, though. Andretta with a 120.961. Cody Lawrence with a 120.999. So it's all about consistency from this point on. Who is the quicker driver? Who's the most consistent? You're really going to get your best of the best in this battle. These drivers, I don't want to make a commentator curse, but they are not the ones to make mistakes all the time. They are all on their A game. Meanwhile, trouble for DP there, DeVille Park. Oh, and he's on the hill section. He's a very blind spot. Can he get it rotated? Doesn't look like it. All right, virtual safety car deployed. Virtual safety car deployed.
Pits are open.
Pits are open. Pits are open. And
Where is the
DeVille
leader?
is not going to be able to get that car come around without the help of a VSC. That is a blind spot on the track. But now this has helped the likes of Van Dorn and Webster and a couple others who made their pit stops early on in this race. And there are your leaders now coming in. Cody Lawrence and Luca Andretta. So first caution in race 2 is out now because that Strucken car in a blind section of that track, we gave him enough time to see if he can turn it around. Unfortunately, just did not take it. And here we go. Pit stops underway. Cody Lawrence in for his box. Luca Andretta. Now just about it. Looked like Luca may have been a little more hesitant on his pit entry. So Danny Nasir also in. Cody Lawrence is now on pit exit. Has he taken the lead from him? Yes, he has. Cody Lawrence has taken the lead from Luca Andretta.
I was really trying to get it on the launch coming out of the box.
I got a perfect launch.
Cody Lawrence has taken the lead.
Holding 100 out of pit exit.
That pit box is cursed. You got an advantage, bro. I'm making up excuses now for my skill issue.
So yeah, DeVille, you can overtake. DeVille, you can overtake.
Where is he? Okay, let's let him through.
Let's not crash.
I'd agree. So I'm gonna still hold 100. I'm leading the queue.
So back here now, Danny Nasir. I think he went in to fix some damage. Baiano also up there. Van Dorn up there as well. Of course, he was the one who followed them into the pits.
Get these tires a little bit worn in.
And tires are now going to be starting to warm up now.
I tried taking a little less fuel on the refuel, because I probably how long would be half throttle. Earl, do you want me to slow down a little bit so DeVille can catch up a little quicker?
That's all right. You can keep it at 100 kilometers.
Okay.
So as these drivers...
Probably going to have one more lap.
Yeah. Okay.
Now warming up their tires. This has been such an incredible race. This race, too, has really started to spread the drivers out. And the skill is really putting themselves out there. Remember, just for the record, if you do take yourself out by warming up your tires, you're going to be sent to the back of the field. So just keep an eye on that you don't lose your car.
Green on this lap or next lap?
Not determined, but not this lap. So we are out now on lap 7 of 15. And easily in this race of champions, this has been the most exciting racing we've had in the championship. It does compete for that GT3, the GT World Challenge Championship. That was an incredible championship. Green on this lap, green on this lap.
You almost made me go.
Yeah, same.
Apologies.
Green.
Would you guys think it's a lot more safer to let you guys go on the back straight?
Yes.
As opposed to the front straight? Just
Probably
putting it
more
out there.
chaos in
Yeah.
the braking zone, but it's fine. I don't care. I'll do whatever.
It's up to you, drivers. I'm trying to give you guys a better, maybe a safer way to restart races. I've yet to seen any restart crashes. I hope I didn't just curse that.
Knock on wood.
Knock
Let
on
me
wood,
know when
indeed.
we're going. Either way. Let me know when we're going. Either way.
I think the regular start is good. You put it on a back straight, people are going too fast to get in that chicane one shot.
No problem. We'll do it on the start finish. Just a normal place.
All right.
So once again, lap 7 of 15. This is normally the spot where we had that caution in the last race. And now we're going to get ready for the restart. So who's it going to be now this time?
Oh, my bad, Mike.
So
Whoa, Mike.
just about the halfway point.
Where you going, Danny?
No, I forgot. Roll change my pedal, and for some reason I took my foot off it and put it on the wrong one.
All right, no more weaving, no more weaving. Let's get ready. Just a fair warning, guys. Just do not brake when you're coming up to the line. That's going to cause a bit of a pile up. Going in for the restart. Keep a steady pace, guys. Here we go. As the drivers now come over the hill. Green flag, green flag. Underway, back again. And we already have one driver who was caught napping there, side by side. Baiano trouble with Danny Nasir. Just about gets it going, but side by side, and Luca takes back the lead. All right, calm down, guys. Calm
I
down,
touched you once, but I didn't touch you again. You were straight after I touched you.
Back under racing now. Cody Lawrence in second position loses the lead to Luca Andretta. Van Doren just behind him as they all snake through the exits. Ooh, it's Moranti hopping over the curb there. Moranti in the Formula 4 European Championship, was a race winner at Magny-Cours for the French Grand Prix, so he knows what it's like to control these cars. May have had a bit of an absence, but don't count him out. You also have Andy Rees, a Race of Champions driver. He's got a yellow front wing. Bit of damage, but that's not going to stop him. Meanwhile, let's look back up to the front because Cody Lawrence is in trouble by the Dutchman. Van Doren to the inside. Side by side now coming into the chicane here. And it looks like Cody Lawrence is going to let go of the move, and Van Doren is going to go through up in the second position. One more car for him to pass, and it is the almighty Swiss Superman. As we continue racing here, Cody Lawrence has got a little bit of a better run. Looks to the inside, plays the dummy, cannot get it done, lifts off. Oh, it actually touches the curb! Touches the grass, I should say! Fakes it a little too hard and makes a rookie mistake! Touches the grass there, trying to toy with his opponent. Up the road and loses out. P7 for him. Webster trouble for him. Oh, and he's caught contact with Baiano and Nasir. All three drivers in the rear of the field, so they're clear of air. They can keep racing. Oh, and that's another driver up. I'm not seeing yellow flags for them. Who is that? I'm not too sure. Was that? I'm not too sure if that was Lawrence there. That was off the track momentarily. Meanwhile, back up to the front here. Moranti is in
Into a disastrous half a lap. Fuck.
the podium.
Excuse me.
Apologies for the language there. But that's the hot head of these drivers. It's Moranti and Rees side by side into the final chicane. Moranti holding off to the podium here. Rees, though, still side by side with him and his teammate, Andy Masu Racing. Here's Crocscar. Oh, and he's onto the curb. A lot of these drivers, why are you turning into the grass, guys? What are you doing? Don't make it 3 wide. Is Crocscar gonna do it? He's just about. It's 3 wide. Into 1. It's gonna be very tight.
That was never gonna
and
work.
2 drivers off. Both of them off the track.
Stupid.
To be fair, Crocscar got the inside and got the move done, and there's also DeVille, and DeVille was off the track as well, and he is out of this race. Krogsgaard up to third. He made the overtake work 3 wide. It's the drivers behind him and in between them that made contact with each other. Oh, and Moranti's also out of this race. 3 drivers out in 1 lap. Lap 10 of 15. Was it too optimistic? Or was that, hey, I saw the spot and I went for it. You guys crashed into each other. And I think it's the latter. I don't think Rees and Moranti expected Krogsgaard to dive it down the inside, but he had the space. And he was free to do so. It's risky, but that is racing to the very end. That is racing at its finest. Meanwhile, it's lap 11 of 15. This race, absolutely insane. Cody Lawrence on damage recovery. Trying to make his way back up the field. Made a mistake by himself. And Krogsgaard! Trouble for Krogsgaard! The podium is not safe! The podium is absolutely not safe! Every driver that enters it, somebody falls off, and it's Krogsgaard who comes out! It's the 3rd place! Every single person has made the same mistake! By themselves, and Krogsgaard bites the end! And now Oliver Bloch! He's now up in the 3rd! Ladies and gentlemen, the 3rd place spot is not safe! If I was Cody, let Oliver have 3rd! This is an absolutely barnstormer of a race where so much is happening! But now Cody Lawrence with a chance to return back onto the podium! 1.4. Lap 11 of 15. Luca with a 120.901. Van Dorn with a 121.872. Here comes the next 2 drivers, 3rd and 4th. Bloch now coming across the line, and it's going to be a 124.2 against a 122. As we continue this race on now, Cody Lawrence is under a second for the podium. And who's it going to be out of these 2 drivers? Who's going to come out on top? Oh, it looks like both of them touching the gravel, but Bloch gets the worst end of the stick. Cody Lawrence, huge opportunity to gain back in this race, to get back his podium. Made a mistake by himself fighting Van Dorn. But now, here comes Cody Lawrence. What can he do in this battle here? Who is going to come out on top? Who is going to finish 3rd position in this race? It's still undecided. And honestly, it won't be decided once the driver in 3rd comes across the checkered stripes. Into the chicane now. Oliver defends the inside, locks up heavily, and is going to ruin all his momentum going on to the straight. Cody Lawrence with a chance at 3rd position. Can he snipe it from him? Side by side to the line. It's Lawrence who takes 3rd. Bloch still with a chance. Lifts off, backs out, but Cody Lawrence, as it stands, is 3rd. Reed's trouble for him. Oh, and he's off the track. Andy Reid's gonna head straight to the pits. He's currently P6. Into the left-hander. Oliver now, still with a chance. Cody Lawrence runs wide. The gap is 6/10. If he can nail a little bit closer between these 2 right-handers, he could be under the slipstream. Gotta be very confident with your car around here. Just dance it through. And looks like he's about reeling him in. He's got a better exit than Cody Lawrence onto the straight, and he's gaining. Not quite the slipstream that he wanted to, but he's gaining in the sense of a better exit. 7/10. It's still going down. That is what happens if you get a bad exit here, especially in qualifying and practice laps. You just saw him lose about 4/10 there, Cody Lawrence. Into the chicane, out the chicane. Gap is opened up to a second. So Cody Lawrence instantly responding with that one. Meanwhile, looks like Reese still keeps it into the pits. But as it stands right now, your top three looks identical to race one, with Andretti first, Van Dorn second, and Lawrence third. This race has been absolutely fantastic. Open wheel just delivers. What racing we've had here. Race of Champions continues, but with Cody Lawrence now finishing on the back foot to Luca Andretti, not once but twice. The championship, you gotta wonder, how is it gonna look? Lap 14 of 15, and the gap has opened up to 1.2. A very crazy race as Andretti puts in the fastest lap to ensure that fastest lap point goes to him, because every point matters, and after the Red Bull Ring, he needs to recover back big time with points. Last lap for the leaders. And Andy Rees is gonna stay into the pits, and he's gonna walk out of his car sitting P8. And I believe I did there, Steven, if you're talking about when Cody either touched the grass and went off or nosedived into the wall. Whichever incidents, those two looked like they were just mistakes by himself. Of course, that is something to learn about as not a champion's drive. A good example of what a champion's drive is, mistake-free by yourself, as, well, you're looking at him, Luca Andretti. Mistake-free in this second race. And it's going to deliver, because here comes the Swiss Superman. He swept in Austria, took a plane, came over to North America, to Atlanta, Georgia, because Luca Andretti brings out the broom and he sweeps the competition and puts the fastest lap at the top of the timing sheet. Luca wins the race, sweeps the competition. Van Dorn will finish second. Cody Lawrence will come across the line, and it's an identical podium. Cody Lawrence in third position. Oliver Bluch will settle for fourth. Krogsgaard will say fifth position. For him, behind him, it's Baiano, who looks like we'll finish P6. Yes, he will. And that's your race. Rees, Moranti, Park, and Webster retiring. But that's your top drivers. Oh, and Van Dorn living a little bit of a, maybe more of a love tap, more of a...
I'm okay.
A shunt there, but that's a race. And that is wraps there here at Road Atlanta. All right, park it up at the start finish. If you already put it into the pits, don't worry about it. But that is your race complete there. Let's go to our top three now. Van Dorn, just send me your paragraph if you don't have your microphone set. But we'll start off with the man in third position, Cody Lawrence. And Cody, this one may be a hard one to chew here. Making a mistake, going from bad to worse in just about one lap for you. But you finished and you recovered dearly to third position here at the checkered flag. Cody, how was that race for you?
Just too many silly errors on my end. I just got a poor restart, and then I was trying to work with Mike to stay with Luca, but all I did was wind up putting myself in the gravel. I hit a bump on the outside of one, just my fault. Then I made it worse in the high-speed left-hander a few corners later. So had pretty bad damage after that, and just tried to recover as best I could. Luckily enough, there was some incidents ahead, and managed to get third out of it. Had a little battle with Oliver, which was nice. It was something at least, small positive, have a little bit of a battle. So that was all right. And yeah. Well done to them, to Mike and Luca, but just too many errors on my side. So. That's what I take from that.
Nonetheless, you've told us early on that you love yourself some open wheel, and we saw the talent 100%. You were so quick around here, taking pole position, and just 2 opportunities to win both races. But nonetheless, though, you come out here with a double podium finish, and what a race for yourself there in this one. Congratulations on P3. For our second place driver, it's Van Doren. Once again, very lucky. Wanted to pit from the front on the first lap to take advantage of a VSC, but I spun, so plan failed, but it still helped. Then got passed by Cody on the restart, and he made a mistake. Then just took it easy to the end since I knew guys behind couldn't catch. But yeah, 2 second places is very nice indeed. I will say, back-to-back P2s, it's the best you can get around here. And it was a great strategy, a great opportunity to see if that early pit stop, it could have worked, but we won't know from that mistake. But nonetheless, though, I think a double podium is always welcome, especially you're still on that recovery for points, but I think after this race today, a fantastic effort bringing it back together. And then our first place man, now this time no mistakes anymore, kept it clean and just kept it fast. Luca Andretta, you take the sweep. We give you the broom, CMRSC autographed and everything. Congratulations, another back-to-back sweep for you. Luca, you take the win. How was that one?
This race was very fun, I gotta say. I mean, just the fight, I guess, to get in front, and then just the entire just mental thing about it is just, you know, Mike is in front of Cody now. Cody wants to push, but he seems he's not keeping up and whatever, and just thinking a little too much. I should have just kept my head down and just drove. I mean, that's what I did at the end. I was just putting down consistent times lap after lap and then slowly pulling away from Mike. But what I did notice, I don't know if it was this I think it was beginning of this race. Cody, man, you were catching me. Or was that last race? I have no clue anymore. I'm just, bruh. But Cody was catching me at some point. And I was scared for my life. I was like, no. If Cody catches me, it's done for. It's over. It's Jover. Like, but overall fun race. It was.
Yeah, definitely a lot to take out after that race, but I think one thing it took out was a lot of your energy because there was a lot of sweat in that race, and you definitely really worked up one. But a double race win, of course, still going to be looked at after the race. Provisionally, of course. But as it stands right now, you're still the man on top, and hey, if these are the results that stand, this is going to shoot you right to the top for the Race of Champions playoffs, and yeah, definitely something you need as we get into the last couple rounds. So congratulations on the race win and that double, the sweep here at Road Atlanta. We're going to end off the stream there just for the moment. All right, I'm going to bring up Wheel Spin in just a moment. Give me a second. And we're going to end it off there for the recording. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you for another spectacular week of racing.
Yeah.
You know, the race start, I was so close.
So we're going to let them chat for just a moment here. We're going to fire up the party. And we're going to get this one going here. So, what a race it was. We're going to switch over to our main scene here. And we are going to switch gears to the wheel spin. All right, and let's see what we got. So here's our wheel spin. We're going to explain it in one moment. That moment's going to turn out to be right about now.
What time is it? Because it's not showing.
So,
what time is it for you?
12.
Let's see if my microphone is working.
Midnight.
In the
It's dot 12.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Wait.
Oh, it's not working. Let's
The
get back.
computer, it's not showing me
Testing.
anything. It's just black, so except for content manager.
Let me see if this works. So, can you still hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
So
yes.
here is your wheel spin, of course. Next up, it is the LMP2 World Endurance Spec Series Championship. And here's your wheel spin. Now, we have given you guys a little bit of a good note to know that we are not going to be racing this round. If it does land on it, we will not be racing at Bushy Park, simply because it is absolutely impossible to race these LMP2 cars around that track. It's already been tested. They can do under a minute laps, but they can only reach up to third gear in the straights. So that's been taken out. So you're not going to worry about Bushy Park. You're also not going to worry about Imola, as Imola was raced in that championship. So your choices really are Most Sport, Oulton Park, or Portland. One spin, of course, unless those rules apply. Let's see where we are racing next week.
Come on, Most Sport. Most Sport.
And we're gonna have to spin again. We're gonna have to spin again, so don't
I
worry.
would have loved Imola.
Would have loved Imola too,
Imola
yeah.
would have been nice.
We did see a fight
Imola.
between two drivers here. That was incredible for that race win. But we're gonna try this again.
It's gonna land on Imola again.
It's gonna land at
No! Not Oulton, not Oulton.
Oulton
no,
Park.
No.
A track that is gonna be very tight, but it's doable. It's very much a doable. Now, I have given you guys the common courtesy of removing the chicane on the back straight, so you're gonna have a lot more of a
thank God.
a quicker run through there. But Oulton Park is your next track here in Race of Champions, LMP2 World Endurance Spec Series Championship. If you guys want to stay in the broadcast chat, we're going to go through the replays and we're going to look through the incidents. I'm going to go end off the stream, but that means we're left with just 4 tracks and 3 more rounds to go. Imola, Most Sport, Portland, and Bushy Park. I'll see you just after the stream. And that's going to do it there. We got a really good race coming up, and a very tight one indeed. It's going to be Oulton Park for the LMP2s. Can't wait to see you guys for the British Grand Prix. Thank you everyone for tuning in to an amazing, spectacular round of Formula 4 racing here for the Race of Champions Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. That was round 3, and we are now heading to the 4th round of 7, and we will see you then in 7 days time. Same place, same place. We'll see you then.